What's going on, guys? Today I am at my family's butcher shop and I am going to show you exactly how to make some beautiful sausage. Alright, step one, the meat. Alright, we're ready to go. Let's talk about the meat today. We're using pork shoulder. As you can see, plenty of fat. Let's check out the fat cap. Alright, not too bad of a fat cap, but we definitely are going to trim these up. Just take out any unwanted fat. These are boneless, so we don't have to worry about the bone. So that's what you're looking for. Plenty of fat. Fat is flavor. Flavor keeps your customers coming back. Or if you're at home, family members. Just very good quality meat. Now we're going to go throw this mix in the freezer for about 45 minutes. If you guys are new here, my name is Joe, formerly known as the Sausage Boss. I started this whole operation 3-4 years ago in the back of where I'm standing right now, and now we are a nationally recognized sausage brand. I ship all over the country. We are in some restaurants and locations nationwide and locally. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok. That's where you'll see a majority of my content. So hit that subscribe button and let's go get our seasoning that we're gonna mix into this recipe. All right, so now we have all of our seasonings, and I did throw a couple extra ones in here. We're going for a sweet, smoky barbecue vibe. First, we're gonna start with our salt. The most important seasoning to any sausage is your salt. I'm using kosher salt, but you can use regular table salt if you'd like. I know a lot of people have questions about how much seasoning you're supposed to use and this and that. Starting with salt, we're gonna do about 1 to 2%. Let's see. Perfect. Next, we have a bacon powder. For all your sub seasonings, you're gonna go about 0.5%. So for this bacon powder, I'm gonna go about 30 grams. Actually, we're gonna go about 20 grams. Now next, we have a mesquite smoke powder. We're gonna stick right at 6 grams. Next, we have our black pepper, which is very important as well. I have Italian black pepper here. A little more coarse. So we're gonna go about 30 grams on this. Next, for some sweetness, we got brown sugar. It's not a lot, but what we're gonna do is just dump all this in here. For a little tiny bit of heat, chipotle powder. Some earthiness, ground mustard. And then to round it all off, actually after this we'll use garlic powder. But here's some onion powder, about 15 grams. Garlic powder, about 10 grams. Put those ingredients together. It looks good. All right, now that we got our seasoning ready to go for this barbecue recipe, we can't do a sausage made for the smoker, made for the grill, and it doesn't have cheddar cheese. $10 pounds of meat, you're gonna wanna go with 1 pound of cheese, or any other ingredient you're using. We usually go about 10%. You're cutting your cheese, you wanna keep in mind that you have to run this through your horn on your stuffer. So you don't want them to be too big. We all love big pieces, right? And if you make them too big, they're either gonna get stuck or you're gonna get a ton of air pockets when you're stuffing. My advice for anybody, if they're making their own sausage, my advice for the cheese, like let's say you're in a butcher shop or a restaurant, get somebody else to cut the cheese. That's the best advice I can give you. All right, meat's been in the freezer, it's good to go. Half frozen here, perfect. So now we're gonna grind it up. I'm using a 1/4 inch grinder plate. Beautiful meat fat. All right, we just got done grinding up our meat. So now we're gonna go in with the seasoning, the cheese, and the water. Great smelling seasoning here. Can't wait to try this. Then we're gonna go in with our cheese, 1 pound. Spread it evenly. Now you always need to add some water to your mix. We're gonna go 10 ounces. Some people season their meat before they grind. I mean, like I said, I typically would season it after the first grind and then mix it. That's because I would use the mixer in the grinder. When it sticks to your hand like this, that means you've done a very good job. So now what we're gonna do is take a piece, cook it up, and make sure it tastes good. So we're gonna grab a piece, we're gonna do a test cook. We need to make sure, I mean, you can smell, it smells great. You need to make sure everything is good because you don't wanna stuff 10, 20, 30 pounds of sausage if it doesn't taste good. So let's taste it. If we got to make some adjustments, we will. But I have a feeling this is going to be spot on. Today we're stuffing on the LEM Big Bite with the foot pedal. 25, 30 pound hopper. All right, let's try this test piece out. You do the cook. Look at that, great bind. The cheese is perfectly melted. The ingredients you can see. The seasoning, this is gonna be good. Guys, this is gonna make for a great finished product. Stuff it in, push down, get rid of all that air. Let's go down a little bit with our foot pedal. I've had these soaking for a while. What we're gonna do is grab our casings. When you take a fresh batch of casings out, run it through warm water in a container, put them in a container, get all the salt off, and then grab the end and dip water in and run it all the way through. That really helps with opening up the casings. So we're gonna run these on. I'm gonna put a little bit into the casing here. Squeeze it down, we're gonna tie it off. You can always slow it down if you have to. All right, not quite done in the hopper. These are some large links. here we go. Our beautiful coil of sausage. That's what you want to do. Your desired length. These casings are a bit thicker, so I'm not going to go as long. Forward, backwards. Forward, backwards. Okay, and we're going to repeat this until we're done. I know there's a lot of different ways you could do it. This is how I do it. Okay, now we have beautiful links. They're 75% of the way done. You need to let these rest overnight in your refrigerator, your walk-in. Let the flavors come together, let the meat rest again. We want to cook these or sell these, however you're going to do it, when they are at their peak. Let these rest just like you would with a good steak, with any good piece of meat. Let them rest overnight and we'll come back and check them and then cook them. All right, I'm gonna go stick these in the walk-in, and then tomorrow we're gonna smoke them and of course snap them open. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe, check out my website, see what flavors I have available. If you guys want to join the sausage community, check out my Patreon. We have all types of memberships. I think we have about 20 members active right now, so we're looking to grow that so you guys can learn how to make sausage at home, at your butcher shop, wherever you are. I'm gonna go put these in the walk-in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for part 2, where we are going to cook these up and of course snap them open.